Hey, yo. What's going on, everybody out there? This is going to be an experimentation for the YouTube Nation. We're going to start doing a little live streaming. We're going to go in on this new Jay Burns album, Freezer Burns. The saga continues. It was released in April of 2020, April 20th to be exact. Jay Burns, a rapper out of the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, in the Seattle-Tacoma area, dropped this new album. It's a deep dive into some cold wisdom. So let's just go ahead and start with the very first track, shall we?
Time is the ultimate lie, ain't it? That's why they ball up their fists and take money. Desire is the dominant vibe, ain't it? The smell of sex in the air all night. Anger's what lurks inside, ain't it? We wanna scream and kill them all on sight. To be the best is what the game is about, ain't it? Not for me, keep the fame and the clout. I wish I had clearer vision to see my future before I spent it. To make a fortune before I meant it. The straight and narrow path, instead I bent it. Getting twisted like it's relentless. Even balling out, I'm feeling scentless. Lost my senses, played some earth, wind, and fire. Now I remember like September, these skills could never tire. These bills will always pile, but still, I always smile. Got pulled like some pliers, y'all dull and some liars. Take a deep breath, let's dig deep like lost whales. And hand out awards to the groups with the top sales. Where the diamond and gold, some can't process the inertia. It's like they 5 months old and their immune system's allergic. Big sis is perfect, she handles her biz. No matter her baby's dad, she take care of her kids. Now that's a real leader. She ain't ducking her ties, puffing out her tits in the club just to fuck with some guys. Even if she did hit the club, she's at the job next day. She ain't calling out sick, she sees the kids on their way. Once they in school, it still ain't cool. Time's the ultimate task. There ain't enough time to do it all. Sometimes I feel like I'll crack 2,000 hours in a year for a 1 week vacation. It sounds weak, and it is, I'm hating. It seems the biz is breaking us all bad, worse than Jesse's. Why I cruise the El Camino looking for the secret recipe. Time is the ultimate lie, ain't it? That's why they ball up their fists and take money. Desire is the dominant vibe, ain't it? The smell of sex in the air all night. Anger's what lurks inside, ain't it? We wanna scream and kill them all on sight. To be the best is what the game is about, ain't it? Not for me, keep the fame and the clout. Tireless nights writing rhymes just to see no glory. Feeling free, young and dumb, no woman, no worry. Or maybe the line is no cry, but I won't drop no tears. Though I walk through the valley of death, I ain't got no fears. To be the best is what the game is about, or that's the latest account. So who's the man with all the fame and the clout? It makes you wonder sometimes how the mind easily bends. Have you ever thought to yourself if a dime's really a 10? Can't you see, looks the skin deep, did you need that data? What lingers deep beneath the person inside should only matter. A pure heart, a true soul with the power to change. Instead we obsess over money or an hourly rate. It's funny how we debate when we probably rather take our clothes off and fuck all night until we both doze off. That date you could show off and make all the bros hot, but you just threading the needle like in Seattle at Mopop. These words are illustrations as lines, conversations for blind. No consolation for the haters outside waiting. It's finding out the truth and how the mind's jaded. Still love is the key to the heart, ain't it? Time is the ultimate lie, ain't it? That's why they ball up their fists and take money. Desire is the dominant vibe, ain't it? The smell of sex in the air all night. Anger's what lurks inside, ain't it? We wanna scream and kill them all on sight. To be the best is what the game is about, ain't it? Not for me, keep the fame and the clout. One day I'll be rich and famous, that's what the younger me thought. No way I'll work a 9 to 5 and be some company cock. Sometimes we slow to a stop, it seems we just can't move. We think we got so much to prove, we got nothing to lose. That's when the short fuse blows because we lost to ourselves. Instead we mad at the other man like he tossed us the L. Whether you believe in heaven or hell or think it all goes black, how we treating one another is where the road leads back. Sometimes the pen bleeds tracks, sometimes the beats don't crack. Your best friends think you suck but they don't say jack. You cruising in a Maybach, your girl loves your paycheck. She wants you to invest in new tech, but you just wanna lay back. Sometimes 2 steps back could put you in a better position to rise. Alter the course of your success and have you destined to shine. Sometimes a note in the bottle's a blank page, cause the future's not set and the world is just a stage. Time is the ultimate lie, ain't it? That's why they ball up their fists and take money. Desire is the dominant vibe, ain't it? The smell of sex in the air all night. fingers what lurks inside, ain't it? We wanna scream and kill them all on sight. To be the best is what the game is about, ain't it? Not for me, keep the fame and the clout.
I bear witness that God is one. His people are one. And his aim in removing this world of evil from power is to make the human family one again. So the scripture will be fulfilled as it was in the beginning.
It's kinda crazy like a bitch on day shift tossing nightshade. I'm flossing with the mitt, broke as fuck with spit nice game. He's swishing like Glenn Rice, they wishing they been nice. I cringe when they hold mics, I don't binge on those old types. I suspend like in mid-air, where the wind blew them tails here. A story about welfare, a fresh prince like from Bel Air. I'm pulling on bitch hair, I choke her, she say yes. I stay in total control, rolling a O with that straight bless. These haters wanna step, I don't mind all these haters, they secretly betas. The paper's controlled by the man and his makers. Makers marks the spot, but not the target on the arrow. This bitch gave me brains like Wizard of Oz, I was Scarecrow. Danced another jig, my girl was stripping for the Bing. Dude sings soprano like he auditioning for Sting. And I'll be watching you and P. Diddy cause I'm the worst. People got so much shit to do, they should pay rent on the first. I was dark, undetected with the vengeance of a serpent. I was so deep in the bullshit that I picked myself up and used the mic as a diversion. Then I dropped heat, so explosive that it took me from my teens into a total misassertion. Like a dope fiend, I was hopeless. Got me hooked onto this music like some poppy from a merchant. It'll eat you up, it's so corrosive. Keep up, you gotta keep the pace. You better run and rep the name. Step up, you gotta take first place. If not, you gonna fade away. The cops is gonna lock you up if you go kick the mini shit. These sluts is gonna suck you up unless you don't pull out your dick. These shots ain't gonna pour themselves. Come on, let's drink until we write. These shots ain't for nobody else. Come on, let's drink until we fight. We flipping over fireplaces, making a fool out of ourselves. Saying shit to impress our friends, well the drool comes out our mouths. On a quest to impress a bitch, and I'm blacked out on wood floors. Motorboated to tits like what the fuck am I good for? Just a narcissistic, drug addicted fat fuck who thinks he got it figured out. Pretty soon he in a lineup getting pointed out. Falling down and out, but not out for the count like strike three. He flipped rhymes like dimes, misses the good old times. It might be a dream like Langston Hughes singing blues. When this finally cracks off, you'll see it on the evening news. I was dark, undetected with the vengeance of a serpent. I was so deep in the bullshit that I picked myself up and used the mic as a diversion. Then I dropped heat, so explosive that it took me from my teens into a total misassertion. Like a dope fiend, I was hopeless. Got me hooked onto this music like some poppy from a merchant. It'll eat you up, it's so corrosive. Bang to the rhythm of the living dead and dive into the sickest head who stayed awake all night to hex a witch's den. Got a wizard staff, it's just a spatula for mix and mash. Running point like Nash, 30 deep, trying to dine and dash. We ran a couple schemes, our dreams are curbside matters. Hooked some girls with photo shoots using Polaroid cameras. Booked an hourly room, that's why the lighting was bunk. These bitches paid us $250, they was probably drunk. Slurring words, but down the fuck, them broads sure are purty. But stay focused, we prowling cars tonight at 2:30. The righteous side of town where cats vote for mass transit, but still fight to work every day in mad traffic. Stuck in a never-ending loop of a dream gone awry. I'd scream or I'd cry, but I can't blink an eye or bat an arm. I'll just milk this like a cattle farm. Just another battle scar from lost years and catalog. I was dark, undetected with the vengeance of a serpent. I was so deep in the bullshit that I picked myself up and used the mic as a diversion. Then I dropped heat, so explosive that it took me from my teens into a total misassertion. Like a dope fiend, I was hopeless. Got me hooked onto this music like some poppy from a merchant. It'll eat you up, it's so corrosive.
My biggest pet peeve now is everybody rapping. It's like, I don't know. Back then it was actually like, damn, you spit because you kinda had to spit. You know what I mean? So everybody can say they was rappers, because if motherfucker get some shit like, man, get your ass out of here, that shit ain't rap. But not everybody rap. And I like all kind of shit, from the simplest shit to the most complicated, but I hate everybody rap. Damn, you rap too?
Wait, back when I slung some things, I was money over matter, fuck Bron, just brains. No LeBron, just James, I ain't rock gold chains, just an 85 Eldo, blowing the brains. I always got the greens to a T like pain, don't have a motherfucker singing in the goddamn rain. Ain't nobody getting hooked up in no goddamn chain, so what the fuck they wanna say? Not a goddamn thing. It's not a hard decision once you cross that line. If you get caught, then do your time, don't drop no dimes. What else would you expect mixing with this dirt business? You too scared to do a stint, now you a state turd witness. That's some bitch ass shit, but sadly most of these males will gladly sit you out instead of going to jail. Going the trick route, but my hustle was more magical. When the fuck boys called, I said I'm going on sabbatical. Cause when too many cooks trying to flip a flan, they'll have you all up in your head like that bitch Black Swan. Sometimes you should not buy that flossy white cut. No pillow talk with your chick, you should zip your mouth shut. People seem to wanna boast and brag the most. They wanna buy everyone a drink, talking about let's toast. Sometimes they need to think cause they ain't thinking clear. You doing dirt and getting caught, that's 5 to 10 damn years. So what the fuck? So what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Don't be getting caught. I knew this dude, we'll call him Chip, he had sown the block. He was slanging by the pound, prices always drop. Competitors can't compete, soon they sucking on his teeth. No bull, his drink so full, he got major pull. Working for the Rians, they was down to the core, raking money up in buckets like this shit was a chore. Until this one day he was drunk and got pulled over by the force. They found pounds of strapping cash and he was on all fours. He getting fucked either way, I know it does sound shitty. Chip was a lover, not a fighter, plus he's so damn pretty. He could never go to prison, plus he too damn lippy. So they hooked him with the wire and said go do our Diddy. When options are running thin, it's like you goddamn doomed. You gotta take it on the chin, don't be no goddamn fool. Now Chip was working for the man until they popped his crew. He's singing bop, bop-a-loo, bop, a-lop, bamboo. Cause one too many cooks trying to squeeze a lemon could put you in some deeper shit than Shawshank Redemption. Sometimes you should not buy that fully loaded Benz, or show your girl the safe where you're stashing all your ends. People seem to wanna boast and brag for days. They wanna buy everyone a drink, talking about gangbang. Sometimes they need to think cause they ain't thinking clear. You doing dirt and getting caught, that's 5 to 10 damn years. So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Don't be getting caught. There was a time the struggle was real, I didn't have cash for weeks. We'd hustle still, sometimes the drought would have us jacking peace. Called them up, set it up, or run into them on the rando, having drinks, getting drunk, whole time my mind is turning scandal. Where's the safe? How much cash? I wonder how much product they hold. Where's the crew? Are they loyal? How much turf do they control? Fix the plug, make a deal. I don't want one, I want a pack. We meeting up, face to face, on the table, both our straps. Soon the sounds maximize, places surrounded by the law in uniforms, breaking in doors, but they ain't here to haul us off. They took the cash plus the stash and tied us up and left us frozen. As they left, they both laughed and thanked us for the path we chosen. When you're roaring towards success, sometimes that road gets blocked. You got your money on your mind and ain't no low too hot. You might be connected in the game, but you're no Tupac. You might get jacked by some cats who had dudes posed as cops. Cause one too many cooks trying to fry some fish could make the room too full of smoke and put your life at risk. Sometimes you should not buy that 100K Hummer, or show your girl the place you vacation in the summer. Some people wanna boast and brag to schmooze. They wanna buy everyone a drink, talking about salute. Sometimes they need to think cause they ain't thinking clear. You're doing dirt and getting caught, that's 5 to 10 damn years. So what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Don't be getting caught.
Hey yo, I remember a time when a man shut his mouth to beat his time with his head down, real talk. You feel me? These motherfuckers nowadays will sell out their own moms, scared to get street searching and county holding. It's just crazy these days, man. You gotta be careful who you do business with. A lot of snitching on Front Street.
Down to my last dollar with my back against the wall. I took off the slave collar like fuck all y'all. I could live in the mountains and still see direct deposits. No need to keep it clean cause I'm filthy unless I'm flossing. Feeling like Miles Davis in an old dark apartment with some Cuddy Sark pouring in some bitch in the undergarments. I was at the bar mitts when I seen grandma's tits. It would seem like tragical but really it was magical. I'm more colder than icicles with an Antarctic wind chill. I've always been told I should sit still but I don't give a shit still. And I don't bite my tongue, instead I say what I feel. And I don't do requests, bitch, I play what I feel. How many girls take the pill? And I don't mean the Zanny. How many MCs really kill? I mean it don't seem like many. How many rappers are over the hill? I think that shit's uncanny. Went down to my last dollar, I flipped that rock candy. Fast money, it won't last too long, but the hoes get wet when the cash flow comes. Dope money, more problems, but the party gets live when the D-boys arrive. Dirty money, somehow it gets clean, then the corporation's made and everybody's getting paid. Honest money, no doubt the worst cash, cause Uncle Sam's got his hands and the thieves wanna jack. They tried to hold me down, cast me out, watch me fall, but I made a comeback like fuck all y'all. I was hooked to the hero or maybe the hero's girl. I was a shell of myself, almost saw the spirit world. Even stopped doing music, I was plunging on a deadly plight. Sunk into hell's dungeon, trying to elevate like every night. Homeless I was at times, it got so cold at night. That's not called a head in life, still I gotta meditate, get it right. For years I walked the streets, in my eyes there's not a soul, but you could look into the black hole of the devil and feel the cold. We got smack to roll, crack to smoke, tar to cook, mass shootings in the alleyway. People hardly look, one act of kindness all it took to get me out this funk and pick me up. And pretty soon I've gone full circle, sold out shows and money trucks, volunteering, shelter working, counseling and education. This angel helped me get clean and I found salvation. Fast money, it won't last too long, but the hoes get wet when the cash flow comes. Dope money, more problems, but the party gets live when the D-boys arrive. Dirty money, somehow it gets clean, then the corporation's made and everybody's getting paid. Honest money, no doubt the worst cash, cause Uncle Sam's got his hands and the thieves wanna jack. Have you ever sold to a thief? Did they claim that they were trustful? You got nothing to worry about, they'd never rob you cause they love you. You different than the cats they jack. Those other people were just lame ducks quacking. They deserve that shit, that's how it happened. It's the fastest money, but you gotta keep your head over your shoulders. You steal from the wrong clique, you won't be getting over, let alone growing older on the phone through the glass. Ain't no prison terms, they coming for that ass. Justice in the streets tastes like mustard on the meats. This shit ain't for kicks like Trust One on the beats. These goons can chop too, but I don't mean samples. Shit'll hit like Corona, all your plans get canceled. They'll plan this shit for days, make sure the job's tip top. You can ignore the words I say till they X marks your spot. They ran up in the crib with guns and tried to get my haul, but I pulled out the Tech 9 like fuck all y'all. Fast money, it won't last too long, but the hoes get wet when the cash flow comes. Dope money, more problems, but the party gets live when the D-boys arrive. Dirty money, somehow it gets clean, then the corporation's made and everybody's getting paid. Honest money, no doubt the worst cash, cause Uncle Sam's got his hands and the thieves wanna jack.
Fuck y'all. That's right. Fuck all y'all, man. One day. Fuck all y'all. That is right. I don't need nobody. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all the hard copy and the first edition, Daily News, New York Post, all those motherfuckers. Fuck all y'all.
There's fiends on the block using cardboard for bedding. They searching for the rock like a bride before a wedding. They ain't worried about Madden or they Wi-Fi connections. They stuck up in the systems trying to hide from their addictions. Diseased or conditioned, either way they got a vice. Cooking birds in the kitchen, talking about their bags of rice. Claim it's evil, demonic even, but only a few people know. Cause last winter the power got cut during a few feet of snow. They put a blanket on misfortune, but expose our futilities. You can't make shit hot if you can't pay those utilities. Sometimes it's not about ability, tenacity, or even passion. It's about the cost of gas and whether or not some market crashes. Not sure if the system's broken, will they live and invent? But we can hash this shit out on Twitter, maybe even get it to trend. Still our friends are isolated, in love with the phone that they got, alone in their house with just thoughts. With all of these doubts and mistrust, there's hundreds of thousands of us choosing the car over bus, thinking we're conscious and just. Well, the government's watching all us. It's time to realize a capitalist only wants chips to be made. Don't work all your life for the man, find your own business to create. Gotta keep it moving. Focus on your purpose. Don't worry, it's confusing. That's why you gotta keep on learning. Gotta keep it moving. Billionaires know we're damned cause we're owned by the media. They reap the profits while causing us financial hemophilia. CPS gets in your mix and you can't get with your dads, but Bloomberg blew a half bill for his president's ads. Well, these pandemics spread and they claim that shit's so bad. I don't know how far y'all went in math, but that shit don't add. But the economy starts dipping and investors become restless. Global stocks drop and they talk about how locally it affects us. I don't see it, but I guess I'm just a thinker off the deep end. I could leave it, but I can't cause I'm not just living for the weekend. Well, the scientists all laugh cause they made up germs that could do us worse. Remember how bad shit was with AIDS? Do you like that Kool-Aid they serve? Feel the burn? Hang with Biden? Do you really know what's inside them? What fears they have that'll trump them? How many exes just upped and dumped them? Don't make yourself a curmudgeon. Don't lock yourself in the dungeon. Obtain knowledge in abundance and come up with your own conclusions. Gotta keep it moving. Focus on your purpose. Don't worry, it's confusing. That's why you gotta keep on learning. You gotta keep it moving. Try to find your passion. Get yourself educated. Cause knowledge is true power. Tina met a boy down at the mall while she was shopping. He quickly got her digits, every night they was talking. At school during lunch they holding hands while they walking. Going to the senior prom and the puppy love was barking. Pretty soon late night talks led to sneaking out of apartments, smooching in the back of a Buick and setting off some rockets. Tina's pop's the sergeant for the pose ever since way back. So when she came home late that night, he don't play that. He could tell the sex was in the air and realized she wasn't thinking clear. He started yelling and pumping fear, so she dipped out the house. He tried to find her, no luck, he was strict but not a grouch. Cause his love was unconditional, he'd do anything to help her out. Soon she came back home teary-eyed, crying her eyes out. Daddy told her he understands sometimes we gotta take a time out. Said it's okay to experiment with love and find serenity. Just don't abandon your dreams trying to lose your virginity. Cause you gotta keep it moving. Focus on your purpose. Don't worry, it's confusing. That's why you gotta keep on learning. You gotta keep it moving. Try to find your passion. Get yourself educated. Cause knowledge is true power.
The industry, man, it's not the same. Doesn't have to do with talent, it's about playing the game. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry is trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going dress like this and talk back. The industry, money, bitches, hate, but I dig it is trying to take a fucking thing off my plate.
Back when I think I was a fucking piece of shit, I only cared about myself, I had no sense. But my pocket's always fat and my hustle's always hard. And I'm flipping every day and I'm spitting hard ass bars. But I lived in vanity and it's just so sad to see I became a casualty of myself, it just can't be. Cause when the tide comes and we'll all drown in our sorrows, I can't speak for yesterday cause I'm still living for tomorrow. From the cradle to the gram to the funeral home, from the Bible to the Quran to the Buddhist temple, from the fatal to the damned by the nuclear bomb, to that title that you scammed from someone's grandmoms. It's just a gullible song, like a sweet bite to the throat. Pulling the wool over your eyes, it's like your right to not vote. Sitting by, standing idle, will they buy out all the aisles? When disaster strikes, they busting rhymes, biting styles. They getting thrown in a ditch, overblown how they rich. Wrote an ode to a bitch, that's how they both gets flipped. They tried to give a hoe a house, it's like a pizza with no crust. And when she says she's going out, you in your feelings like a chump. Can't make a home out of lust or find peace within deception, but you can know which way you're going without having any directions. We don't fix how we elect like politicians in a lobby. Dream inceptions inside, we'll take you to depths deep like Johnny. Back when I think I was a fucking piece of shit, I only cared about myself, I had no sense. But my pocket's always fat and my hustle's always hard. And I'm flipping every day and I'm spitting hard ass bars. But I lived in vanity and it's just so sad to see I became a casualty of myself, it just can't be. Cause when the tide comes and we'll all drown in our sorrows, I can't speak for yesterday cause I'm still living for tomorrow. I was blackout drunk in the club, trying to slap on some asses, getting called out by security and mocked by the masses. Talking to the owner, we upstairs in the office negotiating on reasons why I should apologize and how she's gonna take it. I told him sometimes the sauce gets so thick it's a moose. A donkey's an ass, a sheep is a ram, but a ram in the ass is a goose. But I ain't groping on no creep shit or making no enemies. In reality, it was truly a case of mistaken identity. I thought she was my homegirl from way back when. The owner nods his head and gave it up like say that then. That's how it goes, props to Philly Joe with that West Coast lust. Selling hoagies but on the low, got that Mexico dust. You ain't gotta be a wise guy to get blown up. You just gotta pick the right time to wake folks up. But that don't mean going postal in a courthouse lobby. I keep dropping pearls of wisdom like I'm Abu Dhabi. Back when I think I was a fucking piece of shit, I only cared about myself, I had no sense. But my pocket's always fat and my hustle's always hard. And I'm flipping every day and I'm spitting hard ass bars. But I lived in vanity and it's just so sad to see. I became a casualty of myself, it just can't be. Cause when the tide comes and we'll all drown in our sorrows, I can't speak for yesterday cause I'm still living for tomorrow. We stranded on an island with some fully loaded violence. We sailed the open seas with some old Somali pirates. Sometimes we value silence, other times we all joking. We don't need Richard Dreyfuss to leave all y'all jaws open. This hip-hop shit is going exactly how some would predict it. We going on a cruise, pretty soon we all got the sickness. Everybody doing tracks, dropping songs, rocking mixes. We chillin' in Houston, making hits with the right pitches. Now they feeling off sides while they tryna ghost ride. You can run but don't hide, we got crooks on both sides. Both sides can't decide which side's gonna win. But inside the inside circle you can't get in. Once it's decided, worlds collide, they call your fate, it's a wrap. Whether you die highly decorated or described as a rap. But you can't stay in your pity or engulf in your sorrow. I can't speak for yesterday cause I'm still living for tomorrow. Back when I think I was a fucking piece of shit, I only cared about myself, I had no sense. But my pocket's always fat and my hustle's always hard. And I'm flipping every day and I'm spitting hard ass bars. But I lived in vanity and it's just so sad to see. I became a casualty of myself, it just can't be. Cause when the tide comes and we'll all drown in our sorrows, I can't speak for yesterday cause I'm still living for tomorrow.
Thus we can define time. Is time universal? In other words, is there an audible tick-tock throughout the galaxy? A master clock, so to speak, forging ahead like Mozart's metronome? The answer, my friends, is no. Time is not absolute. In fact, for us believing physicists, the distinction between the past, present, and future is but a stubborn illusion.
When I rest, I dream about a life without the smell of smoke, and cats making legal money instead of selling dope. It's kinda funny how we sit on prayers, patiently awaiting for the day we gonna take what's theirs. Basically we fake it till we make it up to heaven stairs. At the pearly gates, trying to not compare. Hates floating through the air, vested in the corporate meeting, double-breasted, time-tested, iron chin, still willed, no question. Real confessions from a taxi cab street walker, mafia capo hanging in a meat locker. I'm just a beat stalker looking for another Sam. I won't just beat Rocky, I'm knocking out the fucking champ. You get clubbed when you stepping in my lane. You get drugged and kidnapped and sent back from where you came. No refunds, rolling bikes, getting split bones. Life's a bitch for a snitch, you better get ghost.
We confronted with a problem, we'll never flake. Eyes bloodshot, I'll never slip. We connected at the bottom like the letter fit. When them shots go on every night.
We make it rain without a shaman doing dances by a fire. Without NFL dollars and tax money from empires. At the liquor store with CDs, t-shirts and show flyers. Reposting the whole lineups for my friends that don't like us. But you know I had to take it there methodically. I write until I'm dumb. Double vision clouds my sights, the hand is numb. Some decisions won't rely on any judge. We can handle any grudge. Getting bloody, suffocating in the mud. I don't need the love, I'm tracking through the sludge. Leave the weapon with the gloves. Keep on stepping with that bump. I'ma wet that ass up. Like this one time with this dumb ass at the Tac Mall. I got some gators off the chain, but I ain't Mac Mall. Mac Miller, how I leave them talking with a slur. They overdosing, debating, and hopelessly hating. And even though I'm not a socialist, I'll make you feel the burn. That's why I spark this shit and shake it up like Parkinson's. We form no commissions, we assemble and perform. Sometimes it's free admission and resembles homemade porn. The audio's atrocious and the lighting's bad, and some hot bitches filling up on a Viking dad. And all the drinks are from a well, but the art is what's underground. And you can't tell what sets that shit apart from another sound. I'm still up in the front, hands up, showing love. Man up, we can show support and throw these cats a couple bucks. We don't need radio in the scope of yes mans. Record deals, world tours, videos of Def Jams. We make our own economies beyond the NASDAQ. Circulating money between our networks, watch the cash stack. Never backtrack and never give money to non-local. Fuck to the cheapest bidder, don't be the weakest hitter. We all need to be leaders, sacrifice and go postal. Spend our plots on mom and pops instead of they who global.
You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for himself in his land, we be gunning. For bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched.
Getting through life, we're all tough. So I think what comes toughness is because you're trying to cover something. Sensitivity, certain vulnerability. That's toughness.
Sometimes a gun backfires like a bunk exhaust system. He who holds heat can get it like Val Kill did. Fuck like Creed, boxing Russian exhibitions. He made a grand entry, but it was a bad decision. More conscious send these daughters on a funky expedition. They murdered hella bitches, somehow dodged that tradition. Even dog couldn't find them, it's like they vanished off the planet. They searched so hard, they called it Operation Granite. They planted hella bugs, try to say them shit's roaches. You'll get your clock clean, you shouldn't listen to them coaches. Potions of black magic aside, you get buried alive. The soul carries a curse, the verse body divides. Sometimes a curse is a bless, a broken arrow. Sometimes the best is the worst, a fallen hero. Sometimes your death will come first before you're really living. And you ain't gotta lose your balance to be caught slipping.
I just seen land on the ground. This is all I see. Yes, I seen somebody run up to it and fell on the ground. That's all I know, man.
You ain't gotta win the lotto to have your number called. You could bowl a 300 and be a gutter ball. You could get a hole-in-one down at the county jail. And you won't wanna talk about it once you out on bail. The weak aren't just the frail, old and decrepit. It seems no matter what I'm told, I gotta learn my lessons. First-hand experiences beat the box office. It's not always bad being called to the boss office. Sometimes sex ain't the best medicine. Some people are allergic to an EpiPen. Hella people aren't aware of the world we're slaving in. They won't hold their ground, instead they always caving in. It's a tiny life on a melted bar of iron. One day your shadow might be the shoulder that you cry on. We pump the volume in this bitch until it's hella hitting. You ain't gotta fall on your face to be hella tripping.
Man, the only fucking disturbance is you fuck with me. Hell. What's your attitude, okay, pal? Fuck. You don't know who you fucking with. I'm from a small town called Freshaw with Copland.
You don't need 4 stars to be generalized. You could break it back out and not be paralyzed. You don't need Bob Lay to read outside the lines. You could be at home on your couch getting terrorized. Sometimes these rhymes is too magical like Dumbledore. That's why the price keeps going up, the rap name's Corner Store. You used to get a tolly for a penny, less $1. I used to rock shows for free, but not no more. Big opens, double doors, selling the scores, ghetto fab. He's old school, fuck a lift, he'll hail a cab. Talent like the Riz, keep it cracking like a Ritz. Lyrics deep, Dwight Spitz, still a dog, Mike Vick. In the fog on a tugboat carrying the Titanic. The weight I carry on my shoulders is gigantic. We make sure the beat is crispy and the rap is wicked. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to kick it.
She come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, oh girl, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, oh man. She said, oh man, the building is on fire. I said, no, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire, not today.
They copycat so many heads, shit they better be hot. It's like they fell down on their heads, they got memory loss. Every crystal in the pile don't shine, and every recipe won't beat Bobby Flay. It seems too many ways. It's God's design to intertwine to make us pray for better times and seek a better day. Cause every baller didn't start out as an industry boss. You could be ready to die without a cemetery plot. The mimicry's enough to make your eyeballs pop. But simply enough, you gotta pick it up. Keep on switching up, hustle till the sun gon' drop. And keep on making shit, cause it just don't stop. All these haters on the dick, they can't let go. They really your biggest fans if you had to know. They be bumping all your jams, keeping track of your plans, wishing that y'all was fam, keep that on the low. Cause nobody can be found down and out hypocritical, incorrect, or preaching poorly, speaking unintelligible, mispronouncing syllables. You gotta be visible. Everybody sees how they live in life exceptional. This ain't a testimony to how I'm on the outs, how I'm broke from losing work and overdrawn on my accounts. Pawning from my spouse, trying to creep around my house. It's how I don't need your approval to bust it like a funeral. Cause when you see a lone wolf in the coyote's howl, we driving on a dusty road on the outskirts of town. You gotta give me space, the earth said to Mars. You could see it on his face when they read the charge. Shit's rocky like the orb belt, protecting us from danger. Either way, we knock ourselves out inside the gas chambers. Chemically induced, digitally seduced. This riddle is living proof how society's even when I draw blanks, that shit's lethal. All the real heads know shit's a deja vu like Brandon Lee filming The Crow. Put on your war paint, Achilles, time to bring the fight back. To these rappers half-ass spitting like that shit ain't whack. It's like water down in Mexico, that shit straight tap. I put a Philly in the air, cause that shit ain't fact. Getting dumber by the year until we mentally tax. I put these lyrics in your ears, cause it's destined for wax. Now let me stop you like a crash test dummy in a brick wall. Economies are shitstorms, money is the pitfall. Addiction is the front door, vanity is the trick. So when you materialize, they distract and restrict. Backtrack and submit new plans to repossess old lands and make them fresh. They start anew and claim success. Funny how old money lasts through the thick and thin. I don't get flu shots, I take a few shots. When the elephants come, ain't no plan can spoil of how they're gonna rob the land for all the salt in the soil. You'll always be number 2, the sun said to Venus. You can see it on her face, she don't stress the penis. Psychos walk a path though they amass vast power. They demonize people, have them taking gas showers. Chemically atomic, digitally erotic. This riddle is living prophet, how society's vomit.
And made his exit on some calm shit. Begged him on the regular for kegs of more vomit to me.
Uncle Sam's depriving me, holding me down. Said I had a right to privacy, but they track what you browse. So when they finally hook you up, they can attack what they found. Whether it's Asian bitches getting spanked or shouting they mouths. It's all scat, either way, cause somebody gotta fall. They can shoot up the train station and blaze up the mall. All from a quarter of your paycheck, that shit straight whack. Cause in the end they'll lock you up and call that shit payback. Ain't no security, socially, are you hearing me vocally? Compare it to your online rants, compare it to these worldwide chats. Bias like media chaps, they won't pipe down. It's like Orange is the New Black, but I'm back like Tom Jackson. We go in prime time, working 80-hour weeks, no room for sleep time, making bills to pay bills, no time to save time. So y'all in the rat race, we'll all meet the same face. We all fight for the same crumbs, we all clean the same place. Just 1 month from being bums and true Turks, it seems fake, but these guns stay loaded and concealed in the waistband. How could the streets of gold soon be known as a wasteland? When the Tech 9 busts and the SK jams, you send a stage like Obama saying yes we can. I want that good love, Graham said to Gramps. You can see it on their face, they was old school tramps. A hard stand like SATs with them late night crams. Point blank period like a chick with cramps. Soulfully produced, mortally confused. These lyrics is living proof how society's tooth.
This means we're dust in the wind, part of the galaxy, everlasting in consciousness of the universe. Microscopic by intergalactic terms, particles on a vast body orbiting around our sense of self. Born alone, die the same, but forever connected to every day. Faster than we arrived, we left, and both dust again.
Hey, yo. Dust Again is right. And that is the entirety of the Freezer Burns album. Jay Burns, once again, everybody, I just want you to know, hit like and subscribe, but also, if you can, go ahead and